Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm participating in 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 16. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm going to be working with another sketch from 30 Days of Sketches. This one is by Stella Harris. I couldn't find Stella anywhere online, so I'm just going to put her down as the sketch creator and say thank you, Stella, for creating this fun sketch. So it looks like we started out with 2 base pages for our double page spread here. And I did another one of these, I pulled another couple of these craft cardstocks that had the prints on them and just used the back sides of those as a craft cardstock background. And then I had another one of these random homemade kits where I just put a bunch of papers together that I had thought kind of coordinated, and that is what I was working with. So I had 3 actually of this navy paper, and I cut 2 of them down to 11.5 by 11.75, so that it left a 1/4 inch around all the 3 sides of each paper. And then I did like Stella put in her sketch here, where I did like a big photo collage around the center part. I didn't do the same size of photos as her, but took that collage idea and just collaged it all. She had her title in the collage and her journaling in there, but I had so many photos, I just put all the photos in there. So I got that done, and then I typed up my journaling, and it's just gonna go, I think in this spot here it should fit. And then I set my date stamp, so we're good to go there. And that's as far as I got. And I put so she had her title, like I was saying, inside of the collage, but I just put mine across the top where she had this space up here. And then she has 3 little embellishment clusters. So I'm gonna kind of, because I put my journaling here, I think I'm gonna do my clusters here, here, and here, where she has this banner, and then the 2 clusters at the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I just really super randomly picked a whole bunch of stuff. I have enamel dots, I have tickets, I have stamps, I have more tickets, apparently, lots of tickets. I have some of these viewfinder pieces. They were actually supposed to be black and they printed wrong, so they're brown. And journaling spot, I have the inside pieces to some clocks. These are from All In Create. I am loving that company for die cut pieces. I don't know, I'm a little obsessed, I think. And then I have some wood veneer people. I thought I had 3 of them. I probably do. There's probably a 3rd guy running around here somewhere. And I picked only guys because Alcatraz prison was only for men. It was a men's prison. And then this is just for the clocks, and yeah. Oh, and then the gears for medals. So that's what I pulled out. Let's see what we can get put together here. So I was thinking maybe these little ticket pieces for like a cluster base sort of a thing was what I was thinking. So just a few of those, you know, around, and then maybe a ticket in each one of all different kinds. Not that I think that you needed a ticket to get in, but my journaling does say most of the prisoners incarcerated on Alcatraz were prisoners who refused to conform to the rules and regulations at other prisons, or federal institutions, it says, who were considered dangerous or who were considered to be escape risks, because Alcatraz, as we know, was famous for being hard to escape from. Many prisoners said at the time that the living conditions at Alcatraz were better than at other federal prisons, and several inmates actually requested transfers to Alcatraz. So that was something that we found interesting on the tour, was that the prisoners themselves were like, what? There's only like one guy to a room here? That's so good. Like, that's not how other prisons were run at the time. And then we've all heard of like overcrowding and that sort of thing. So we thought that was really interesting. And then how people were like, I want to go to Alcatraz. No, I want to go to Alcatraz. Because of that reason. And also because they really did follow that kind of rule, unspoken rule, that if you had good behavior, you actually did earn privileges. It wasn't just a thing that was said, it actually was honored. Like, you could actually, in fact, earn extra privilege. So, and they had kind of rooms set up. I don't know how many people have actually been there, but they did have rooms set up in the different ways, like as if like this guy was not behaving himself, and so this is all he gets is your basic necessities. And then this guy, you know, he was, you know, starting to earn his way. And then this guy had been here for a while and kind of shown everybody that he was willing to follow the rules. And so he had like, you know, music and paints and all the things that he had asked for. So that was kind of cool to see. So that was something that I found interesting about the prison. So I wrote about that. And my pictures are of the different things. So like where they got their clothes, the laundry area, the cooking area, something you don't think about in a jail, although I have thought about it because one of my neighbors when I was a young person was a cook at the prison that we lived closest to. He was one of the chefs out there, and so I used to ask lots of questions. So I have actually thought about this. But one of the things that you don't think about is the volume of food that would have had to been made, right? So something interesting to think about there. And also like the showers. I even remember like at summer camp and like high school gym class, like really hating showering where there are other people showering. And so losing that privacy, the privilege of privacy, that would be a hard one for me, I think. And so that was really eye-opening. And then the windows, they said, had been broken after the fact. And then the vault. So you think about it, the staff would have had weapons, right? So where do those weapons get stored? Yeah. So it was interesting. The tour was quite fascinating. There's my husband. He's such a nerd. He's like out in the yard. He doesn't just like stand at the door and observe like the rest of us. He actually walked out there in the rain to get the full effect. Goofball. It was pouring rain that day, but you know, so it was fascinating. And then these, this is like in between the walls of the prison. So there were secret passages in the prison, which made you wonder, like, what did they get used for? Were they only used by the staff? Did the prisoners know about them? Who actually used those, right? So those are kind of, I think I dropped my other person. Where did he go? I'm going to have to go dig another one out then, because I want 3 for sure. And then I think I'm going to put a few of these in each corner. Right? And then I will add some enamel dots at the end. I also think that, where did I put them? yeah, and I'm going to use these brown ones again. I think I've used them on another layout that was about this same trip, but I think it was about the mystery house. I've done almost all my Alcatraz layouts already before I started this particular series. So, okay, so I am going to pause the camera here. I'm going to glue some stuff down, and then I'm going to come back and show you how it all came together, and then we'll add some finishing touches together. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. All right, so I tacked everything down, found my third little human there. So that is my little clusters. So let's talk for a second about how I built those clusters. So I started with the tags and tickets as my bases, and then I added some circle elements. So the reason that I chose the circle elements that I did, so I put a clock and a viewfinder, so that's 2, and then I added 3 gears to each one, so that makes 5 circles in each cluster, which is an odd number, which is pleasing to the eye. So that's why I chose what I did. So odd numbers makes the eye happy, and each spot has a ticket, a tag, and a stamp. So that's 3 square or rectangular pieces, which is also a 3, which is also pleasing to the eye. So that's how I made those decisions. And then I am going to stamp my date on here, and I'm just going to add it to my journaling block. My hands are a bit shaky tonight. There we go. So there is my date, and then I'm just going to add some enamel dots. I think I'm just going to go with these brown ones from Your Next Stamp. And I think I'm going to go and just sprinkle them around here. And then we'll do one over here. There we go. So now we have a few enamels in there just to sprinkle a little bit of happiness around. And I think that is it for this layout. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out, and make sure you pop on over to the Facebook group where we have all the sketches at Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. And the playlist is over on Christy's channel at Christy's Beautiful Life on YouTube. So go check that out. It's really nice to just hit that play button on the playlist, and it just plays through everybody's videos, which is kind of cool. Okay, so thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now.